Hello foodie gang, welcome back to another interesting episode of Well Plated Meals. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by and you're in the right place. If you know you're a foodie, here we share simple, amazing and affordable recipes. So today guys, I'm going to do the third video. If you have not watched the first and the second, I'm going to drop the link below so that at least you can get to know what I'm talking about. I had promised I'm going to do a video on how to use your oven. So this video is for the beginners. If you have just gotten your oven, congratulations to you, and today I'm going to share with you on how to use your oven. So I decided to do this video because even me, I was kind of confused on the first time. I didn't understand some of these things written here, and that's why I decided I'll do this video so that at least I can get to help someone out there. So guys, the first thing you need to know, you might this I'm talking to the people who have not yet gotten their oven stroke the cooker. What you're supposed to know, you should first, before you go to get your cooker, you need first to know the size that you want. We have 50 by 50, we have 60 by 60, and we also have, is it 58 by what, the bigger one. So what you're supposed to do, you should be so keen when you're going to buy this so that you won't pay the price of the bigger cooker for the smaller one. You might be paying the price of 60 by 60 for the 50 by 50. So when you go to buy, make sure first you ask about the size of the cooker that you want to buy. Second, so we start on using the cooker. The first thing after buying your cooker, you make sure you clean it. You clean the oven, you clean using a damp cloth, then you wipe it off with a dry cloth. The next thing that is also very important, do not skip this. Before you start using your oven, make sure that for the first time that after the cleaning your oven, you've just gotten it from the shop, after cleaning it, so you first heat it for 25 to 30 minutes. Why are you doing this? You're doing this to remove the residue that had remained during the manufacturing of your oven while it was being made. Maybe there are some things that remained in there, so make sure you first heat it just to remove the residue that had remained. Maybe not, but just make sure you first heat your oven. Before you heat it, make sure that you have enough ventilation. You've opened your windows because it always releases a choking smell and some smoke. So make sure you have enough ventilation. So guys, I'm done with the theory part, and now let me just get my camera and zoom so that we can get to the buttons here. These are the buttons that confuse most people, me being one of them. I was really confused what's happening here. So let me just get the phone and let's get to the buttons here. I don't think there's something that I've left out, but let's move on. In case I remember anything, I'll just mention it. So guys, here we are, and here we have the buttons. Are they really the buttons? Let me just call them the buttons. Okay, and I've just sat down because it's going to be quite long, so let's start. So guys, there is this first button over here. This is the spark. This is the spark that you press. You can hear it has some sound. You press when you want to light the cooker here, when you want to cook here. And for these ones, you can see there is a square something over here. This is the cooker, it's square. So by seeing this dot here, this shows you that you just take like this thing and place it there. So you just see that this one is for here. So this button is for lighting up here. This one, you can see it's up here. You just follow. This button shows you the burner to use. So this is for this one, that one over there, and this one here, you can see it's here on the top. That's for the hot plates. And this one, we have it here, it's definitely for this one. As you can see up here, my burners, I had already done a video guys, and you can make sure you check it out. The video was my mom-in-law gifting us this cooker, so make sure you check it out and show some love. So back to what I was saying, you can see this one here, it's a bit small. This one is medium, and we have this one that's big. So this the sizes of the burners goes according to, maybe you want to prepare something on a small sufuria, you use this one. The medium, you use that one. The bigger sufuria, you use this one, and that one for the maybe hot plate, maybe yako imeisha, and you just use that for an option, or maybe you want to use the electricity. So guys, we are done with these ones. These buttons are for here. So let's now get to the point of our video, the oven. You can see here we have this button, and there are some things that are drawn here. So this button is for the heat. This button is for the heat. So this button shows you, maybe you're using your oven. You can see this small line. This one shows you that the heat will come from down. So you just put it like that. Maybe you want to cook from down. This one goes for some things like pizza. You see the pizza, it's always brown on the bottom. So this, it was here. So when you turn it like that, the heat will come from down. You get, the heat will come from down. Next guys, we have this one here. You can see it has two lines, definitely showing you this one. You can see here and here, up and down. That's definitely showing you that the heat is coming from up and down. This, you put it there. This is the most commonly used state, the heat coming from up and down. That's for like when you're baking, you need the cake to cook up and down. And down here we have this one. You can see, I don't know if you can see well. This one, the line is on the bottom of the box, showing you that you need the heat to come from up. So I hope you have understood this point. This one here is when you want the heat to come from down. This when you want the heat to come from up and down. And this one, the heat when it's here, there, the heat will be coming from where? From up. We get to this button over here. You can see it has a degrees Celsius abbreviation, and that shows you that this button is for the temperature. This is for the temperature. Maybe you want to cook, if you're baking, if you're grilling your chicken, or you want it maybe at 40, you want it, mostly it always goes at 180. It's down there, 180 degrees. That's where you put the temperature. When we do a recipe and I tell you make it at 130, you just move using this button. So this, we have said, it's for the temperature. You can see the degrees Celsius abbreviation. Then last here we have this one. You can see it has like a clock here, which tells you that this is the timer. Maybe you want to cook at 180 degrees Celsius and you want to do it for 40 minutes. And once you turn this on, that's when your oven lights. You can see. Let me do this. You can see like that. When you turn this is when the oven inawaka. So this timer has a sound. Maybe you're baking or you're doing whatever you're doing, and you have some other things you're doing. You left your cake, you have gone to the living room. It always has that a sound when it's done. It's just like the microwave. Ukimaliza, when you've finished, whatever you're making is ready, it produces that pop sound over there. So this is the timer. If you want it at 10, at 20, at 30, at 40, it all depends with whatever you're making. But most of the manuals of your cooker, there is somewhere that it's always written. Maybe if you're baking this, maybe if it's the chicken, you do it at some 180 degrees or where you do it for 40 minutes, you do it the manual. It's always written, so sometimes let's consider as well reading the manual. So I hope you have all understood about here. Shida inaanzianga hapa. Here is where the problem starts from. We have said here this is for the heat according to where you want the heat to come from. If it's from the bottom, you put it there. If it's from up and down, you put it there. And if you want it to come from down, you put it there. This one here is for the temperature. You want it at 40, you put it there, 130 there, like that. And this is now when you're done. You start by, first you want your heat from, let's say from the bottom, you want it for 130, you want the heat to be at 130 degrees, and you want it for 40, like there, for 40 minutes, like that. And whatever you're making will start cooking over there. I hope I've explained well, like that. You have said that ka sound. When you hear that ka sound, you know that whatever you're making is ready. Another one, we have this one here. This ka button here is when you want to make rotisserie chicken, like that. Maybe you want to make it at 40 degrees temperature for 20 minutes, then you put it on like that way. So let me first stop on that one so that I can show you how the cartoon of it looks like. So here is our oven. You can see here it has like these things of the fridge. So this one helps you to know on where to place maybe the tray, but it's always advisable you place them at the middle, so that you might put it up here. You will find that the heat will come faster than from the bottom. So it's always right, maybe if you're baking, you place your tray at the middle. Like everything you do, if you want the heat to come from up and down, you place it on the middle of the oven. So these are, sorry for that, these are the trays that you use. We have, before I get to that, we have these papers here. These ones you use them maybe when you want to bake or grilling or doing something on the tray. You place them like that. You'll just place them to lie well on the tray. So here, this one here is this one here is our tool. Let me remove it. We have guys, we have not yet used our oven. Just as I told you, kumekuwa na mashughuli mingi. So this is the tool. Let me place it there. So guys, this is the tool for the chicken rotisserie, this one. So when you want to put your chicken, we always do it when it's full. I don't know if I'll manage to do this with one hand, but there is these things here. You just open them, then you open them, and you won't have to move this one, because you can see here it has something you can't remove from both sides. We have only here. So you just open this one and remove this hook. Let's call it a hook. You remove it. Then I'll advise, when you're making the chicken, remove this one. This is plastic, and we are going to place it on inside the heat, so it might melt, it might not, but just to avoid risking, you just remove this. When we do a recipe, you'll get to see how I'll do it, but you just open these bowls here, you remove them, you remove this plastic thing, then you place your chicken like here, then you una make sure these things zime enter into the chicken, these ones here. So you put it there in the middle. These ones are just the importance of these ones is to hold the chicken. Let's assume this is the chicken here, so like that it should be there, but these sharp points will have entered in your chicken. I hope it's well understood. So you can see it has like this tray, so you're supposed to place it like that. When you want to do your chicken, you're supposed to, or the turkey, you're supposed to place it like that. You can see that it is well placed. Then you can see that hole over there. That hole is where you're supposed this, you can see, I hope you can see what so that hole is where you're supposed to put this catul there in that hole. Make sure that it's fitted there, so that once you turn on the oven, it will start rotating. Let me remove this and show you. So let's put it there. You see where you start there. We are just doing it randomly like that, and you can see it has started rotating. You can see, guys. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. I hope I have explained well. So let's assume this is our chicken here, and we have said the hook that you remove is that one at that other end, because here obviously you can't place the chicken with here, and that other end is always sharp, so you can unaweza dunga nayo vizuri the chicken, then you return that hook of that other side, then you tie the bolts like that. So guys, I hope that is well explained and you have understood. You can see it's rotating like that. So guys, after your chicken rotisserie is ready, wale wanashanga what I'm saying. Rotisserie chicken ni kuku za soma. To make it short and easy, so kuku za soma. I can remember when we got the cooker, my husband alikuwa ananiambia sasa nitakuwa nakupikia kuku zile za kupiga soma juu endangi tao. You can imagine. Shade man. So when the chicken gets ready, we have said it will give you that sound, and of course the button will come out. So guys, another important thing that you're supposed to know, once you're cooking you're baking, once you're baking your cake, avoid opening your oven every now and then. Maybe you want to see how the cake is going. Use this glass. You can see once your timer is on, the timer, once you just turn on the timer, your oven will the bulb will just light up, your oven will light, and you'll get to see, we can see the things inside there. So just avoid opening your oven every now and then. If you want to check the progress of whatever you're making, just use your glass. All is said and done, and that tells you that you've come to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope the video was helpful. If you're planning to get your oven, if you're a beginner, or if you're just about to learn on how to use the oven, I hope you understood. I know the oven comes with a manual, but you can remember back at school, kulikuwa na different types of students. There are those that understood from reading, and there are those that understood from listening to the teacher. So if you are one of those, I was your teacher, and I was so glad in delivering this information to you guys. Kindly don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to hit that notification bell to be updated on every time I post a new recipe. I think there is something else that I have not mentioned. I enjoyed so much doing this, and I also hope you enjoyed watching this. Kindly give the video a thumbs up, and if you have not yet subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button to join the family and be part of this beautiful journey. Until the next time, goodbye, bye bye.